this is Mike with Motorrad Audio, and one of the things we get the most requests for is to be able to actually hear our systems, which of course is difficult if you're not within riding distance of our shop in Virginia. So what we're going to do here with our 2023 K1600B is try to simulate the equivalent to our Stage 2 system, add the rear speakers, which would be our Stage 4, and then add the subwoofers, which would be our Stage 6. So you can hear the difference of each one. Since the phone has a tendency to calibrate its volume based on what is coming into it, we're going to shoot it up close and then do a walk away of going back a good 50 feet or something like that. So hopefully that will give some kind of representation to the volume differences that you get by adding the rears or adding the subs. Most likely to really evaluate the sound, you're probably going to have to put on a set of over-ear headphones or something with good response to it so you can actually hear whether there is or isn't any bass and things like that versus just listening to it on your phone. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with what's the equivalent of our Stage 2. So completely behind the factory grills, no visible modifications whatsoever, but some very minor modifications behind there. The amplifier that's going to be running things is the Infinity Kappa Perfect 4-channel amplifier that's behind the left front fairing here. And then when we get to the subwoofer end of things, the JL Audio amplifier is mounted behind this panel here. You've got a bass control knob that allows you to vary how much bass is there, or if you're on a longer ride, be able to crank that down. And then in the bags, you have the 8-inch Audio Frog woofers. They take up very little space in the bags because they're designed and installed inverted in there. So you do maintain plenty of bag space even with these subwoofers. So we'll get started with just the front two. And I'm going to play the same song each time, so there's hopefully a decent comparison. Okay, and now we've connected the rear speakers that are in the bags, top of the bags here. Same Infinity Kappa 6.5s that are in the back are also the same speakers in the front. And last but not least, we now have the front, the rear, and the dual subwoofers. So there's an 8-inch in each bag. So this would be our Stage 6 package.
Want to free, whoever
a couple other songs just for some variety so you can hear what something different sounds like.
I could die for you. How could you not know? I was alive with you. You brought it home.
And while I've got you here, I figured I would go ahead and show the lighting package that we offer. So in the rear of the bike, you've got a 12-watt rock light in the very back behind the fender. You've got a couple magnetic lights that shine to the inside, a 12-watt light on the bottom. You've got lighting behind, acrylic behind the logos. You've got the turn signals backlit and going in whatever color you have it set to, as well as another strip up under here in the front. We haven't put the badge on this side so you can see the acrylic itself lighting up without the badging. But everything we did on this, we tried to make it to where you could not see the LEDs themselves. So there's certainly ways to add more lights to it, but you're going to see actual lights reflecting off of the exhaust and other things like that. So this is all made to be completely hidden and try to look as classy as we can. So it does come with an RGB controller as well as what's called an RGB plus W, meaning that it has the red, green, blue to do all the colors that you can do, but it also has a separate white that gives you a pure white instead of the yellowy kind of white that an RGB would normally output. It does have an app to control it from your phone that you can play music and have the lights blink with it. You can create custom patterns. You can do just about anything you want to do with it. So if you're interested in the lighting as well, definitely hit us up. Thanks, guys. Okay, hopefully that helped at least show a little bit of the difference between our different stage 2, stage 4, stage 6, that sort of thing. As you'll notice in the videos, the volume actually sounds lower and gets louder as I walk away. That is the effect of the phone calibrating its microphone, so you can't really tell much of a volume difference between the different ones when you're actually at the bike. But when you get farther away on the phone, it kind of picks up a little bit more of the difference there. Obviously, when you're right on it, it's a lot louder than when you're farther away, but the phone just kind of messes with that. So hopefully that helped out. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to us. If you happen to be within riding distance of the Richmond, Virginia area, we have a couple locations outside of there you could swing by. Our Mechanicsville location is the main location with this bike at it if you want to be able to hear any of this in person. Otherwise, if you have any questions, just reach out to us. Thanks.